Starting for the Railers, starters head out, Hop, Block, Ebelair, Perry, and Cook. For SHG, O'Connor, Mandeville, McDonald, Andrews, and Gabe Green start things off for Coach Lucas.
Yeah, don't get complacent. Railers keep going to the basket, keep looking at the free throw line, and then move in and out from there. At least let's get it going toward the hoop if we're going to shoot the three ball.
Gavin on the right wing picks his dribble up. Now back over to Perry. Back near side to Ebelair. Down in the corner to Hop. Back to Ebelair. Peyton sees the lane open. Now drives it back, and then Peyton's going to be whistled for steps.
Yeah, I think Peyton had a lane that looked like. I thought he could have kept going and forced a little action of going all the way to the hoop. He decided to stop and throw it back out and then drug the foot. So the Railers just a little passive on their first possession.
SHG, their first time handling the basketball here in quarter number 3. Mandeville steps inside the three-point line. His pull-up jumper from 18 is no good. Ebelair fights for the rebound. Mandeville took it away. Ball loose on the floor. And a timeout taken by SHG as Mandeville had it. And so they'll keep possession. And you may think it's a full timeout. So I'll tell you what, they're going to take a time. We'll take it with them. 7:14 left in quarter number 3. Railers on top, 29-13. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. 29-13, Josh. It may seem weird for the folks listening. Well, it's a 16-point game. You're 45 seconds into the third quarter. Why take a timeout there? But, like you said, I'm sure Coach Lucas figures, they always talk about the first couple, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You let it get out of hand even more so here, and you may be done for the night.
Yeah, you're right. And he's got just 2 left now for the rest of the game. But as you said, you want to keep any possession that you can get, and rather than turning the ball over, they decide to get the timeout. You never know what can come out. They could kind of get a momentum burst from here.
Green at the free throw line at the elbow, turns, finds O'Connor for 3, back rim, no. Ebelair tips the rebound to Hop. Railers head the other way. Cook will pull the dribble back out to Gavin as he crosses the timeline.
Yeah, I like to see Gavin just get right to the free throw line and get in the basketball and work some magic from there. See if he can get to the lane or find somebody to get the ball to.
Gavin, turnaround, fade away, that's no good. Off. Rebound by McDonald for SHG.
Yeah, I thought Hoppy was going to get that offensive rebound, and all of a sudden, a Cyclone came out of nowhere and pushed him out of the way.
6.5 to go, quarter number 3. Railers up 29-13. Green back out to Mandeville. His 3, that's good. You almost get the feeling that SHG is just going to start firing threes as best they can.
Yeah, and really not a care. Just start firing them, and if they go in, they got a chance to make a run at you.
Hop on the baseline, kicks back out to Ebelair. Over on the right wing to Cook. Back to Peyton, now near side to Perry. Perry with the dribble into Gavin at the free throw line, turns and looks, finds Hop. Back to Perry, swinging around quickly. Jordan's going to drive in, kick back out to Ebelair. Hop on the baseline, back to Gavin, cuts down the lane, had his shot blocked, but Gavin will go to the line shooting 2 and
had a lot of success in the lane, haven't we?
Yeah, and that's just it. It almost seemed like there were maybe 2 or 3 shots that they could have taken, they passed up, but they worked the clock, they got it to the guy they wanted to, and Gavin's going to the line for the Railers. He has 5 so far tonight.
Well, it's just been good things have happened when we've been able to get it into the lane. Either now Gavin going to the free throw line, or Hop finishing around the basket, or Bowers finishing around the hoop. So I think if you're the Railers, you pretty much go in the lane about every time if you can.
Gavin with 6. Free throw rattles out, no good. 30-16, Railers lead is back to 14. A 5'10 junior Vince Vespa in the contest for the first time. Green with a strong move, a little too strong, and Gavin comes out with the rebound. Now the Railers have an advantage if they hurry. Ebelair with the bounce, and it's taken away by O'Connor. And then the ball's kicked around loose, picked up by the Railers. Will Cook has it. Covers up, hands to Gavin. Little sloppy there for a few moments. Hop in the right corner. Skips it all the way across. Perry, nice ball movement by the Railers, trying to find that open shot.
Yeah, trying to find somebody in the middle, and there's Hop.
Hop on the baseline, Gavin, and foul's going to be whistled. I think they get McDonald for a force out. And for McDonald, that will be his second, first on the Cyclones. Back in is 5'9 junior Patrick Bells. He replaces 5'9" sophomore. Nope, actually coming out is the 5'10" junior Vespa. 4:59 left, quarter number 3, 30-16. Railers on top.
Michael Ziegler returns for Sacred Heart.
And if the scorekeeper for SHG is not somehow related to Coach Blake Lucas, I would be greatly surprised.
Yeah, there's 3 of them that look pretty much all alike.
Gavin tracks down the inbound pass in the backcourt. Block over to Ebelair. Right side to Cook. Cook needs some help now to Ebelair. Free throw line back to Perry. Baseline to Gavin. Gavin makes a move. Try to reverse, won't go down. But Gavin will go back to the line, shooting 2. So I'd almost felt like Gavin knew what he wanted to do, and then when he started to do it, realized he might have been a little too far into the basket.
Well, it looked like he tried to go up and under, and he saw Ziegler coming across to try and block a shot. But Gavin is just as tall and with a longer reach and better hop. So I'm not sure why he tried to go up and under there. He could have just attacked the basket and looked like he had a pretty wide open lane. But Gavin steps to the line and drills the first one as Bowers checks in for Perry.
Gavin now with 7. Will Cook leading the way for the Railers so far. He has 11. Gavin's second one goes down. And now Lincoln's doubled up the Cyclones 32-16 with 4.5 left in quarter number 3. McDonald. Back out to Mandeville, back to McDonald. He fires a long 3 and hits again.
Yeah, he's going to fire. If you get any opening, and if it's in within 22 or 21 feet, it's going up.
32-19. Bounce out to Ebelair, down in the corner to Cook. Hands to Hop, back to Peyton. And we see Isaiah just floating along the baseline, but Gavin will fire a 3 and hit.
Gavin will match it. Nice comeback by Gavin as the senior McDonald hits a long 3, and the senior Block comes back for a 3.
Ziegler tried to dump it down to Mandeville, cutting on the baseline. Gavin steps in the way of it. Gavin's long down court pass to Cook. Railers set up offensively. 3:40 to go in the third. Up 35-19. Gavin fakes the 3, and Gavin's going to be called for steps. Traveling on the Railers, hands it back to the Cyclones. 3:38 left in quarter number 3. Green trying to work it into the front court, does so to McDonald. Vespa back out. Mandeville in the corner. His 3, back rim, no. Ebler did a great job boxing out, but it was Bells that comes down with it. McDonald comes this side for 3 and misses again. Gavin the rebound. 35-19, Lincoln on top, third quarter. Will Cook fires for 3 on the right side. Up and good.
Making it look easy now. I think the Cyclones have kind of just, well, it's really lackluster defense right now. The Railers have been able to dribble, drive, or really get any shot they wanted.
Vespa, top of the key 3, missed badly. Gavin tried to go long down court. It was tipped around, tipped back into the hands of the Cyclones. Maybe trying to get a little too much there.
A little too much of a hurry, and it was...
McDonald's 3, count it, and he is fouled.
I think it was a foul on the screen. Yep, they were setting a screen for McDonald's, and Cook didn't bother trying to work around it. He just tried to shove through it, and the 3 goes down, and the Cyclones will get the ball on the sideline.
So it's 38-22, first foul on the team here in the second half. Will Cook with foul number 2. 38-22, 16-point advantage for the Railers. 2:40 left in the third. O'Connor. Bloink makes a move, goes up over Isaiah, but he's going to go to the line shooting 2 as Isaiah got him across the forearm.
And the last couple of possessions, the Railers just haven't had the enthusiasm really on defense. We were able to get a few stops there to start the quarter, and now the Cyclones with a couple offensive rebounds to keep their possession alive, and they get it to Bloink, who Bloink draws a foul on Bowers. So the Railers, you don't want them to deflate, I guess. Keep this thing open and keep this thing going until Coach pulls off the reins. 6'4"
senior Max Bloink with the first. Second one, good as well. So a quick 5 points there for SHG makes it 38-22. 24. And now SHG is applying some pressure in the backcourt, but the Railers handle it fine. Gavin gets it into the front court. Now to Bowers, back to Gavin. 2:20 left in quarter number 3.
Yeah, work some clock, get that ball back in the middle to Hoppy, and
have Gavin fire a 3. Shoots it long. Rebound tipped around into the hands of SHG. Almost trickled out of bounds, but O'Connor able to save it. Skips it all the way down court. Blink all alone underneath the basket, lays it up and in.
There we go. Back to a 12-point game now. The Railers have kind of messed around and let the Cyclones back in it.
7 in a row for the Cyclones. Minute 45 left in the third. Lincoln up 38-26. Looking for win number 21. Gavin with a nice handoff to Hop, who misses it in the lane. Gets the rebound back to Cook for 3. That rattles in and out. Rebound to McDonald for the Cyclones. They can cut it under double digits if they hit a 3 here.
Yeah, and just a little bit ago was, 18?
McDonald back to O'Connor. Minute 20 left in the corner. Bloink, free throw line. O'Connor top of the key. Bloink, 14-footer. Shot a little too hard. Gavin, a big rebound for the Railers.
All right, Railers, let's get a score here. Got a couple stops here, and the Railers look a little winded, Jeff. Gavin walking up the court. Evelair kind of walking it up.
Interesting, the Cyclones have been able to do this with Gabe Green on the bench.
Right, and really it's, McDonald's has gotten open a few times, but it's kind of been Bloink too.
Taken away from Evelair. Up ahead, O'Connor. The left-hand layup is good. 38-28 has been cut to 10 with 40 seconds to go in the third. Evelair tried to pass it, and he lost it. And Coach Alexander is saying that it was tipped, but not going to get that call. Garrett Isles will check in. He will replace Evelair. And at this point, I think it's just a matter of the coaching staff right now not pleased with how the Railers are handling this pressure.
No, it just lackluster, like they're not going to come after the basketball. And you look up and it's a 10-point game, could be 7 really quick, and all the momentum has now shifted to Sacred Heart.
And then underneath they get it down low and a travel is called, so a break for the Railers. Turn it back over, 25 seconds to go. Gavin inbounds to Bowers. On the court you've got Cook, Hop, Bowers, Isles, and Block. Garrett hands off to Gavin. Gavin over to Isles, tipped away. Can Green track it down? He cannot save it. 9.6 to go, but you talked about it, Josh. Right now, SHG, with their comeback that they've been making, seems like they've got that extra step.
Well, and the Railers have just been unaggressive going to the basket.
Isles down to 3. Cook's going to drive in. Got to look for the shot. Hop drives in. The layup will not go down. At the end of 3, a little bit closer. Lincoln on top, 38-28. Back with the fourth in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Get ready to start the fourth quarter thanking Lincoln College, Bright Idea Screen Printing, St. Clara's Manor, Grimaldi Law Office, and Memorial Sports Care at ALMH, bringing you Railer Basketball, where it's gotten a little bit closer than we were hoping. Railers at one point up by 19. SHG has scored the last 9. It's 38-28. And then we've got a foul down low on SHG on a screen, I think.
Yeah, you're right. They were trying to set a screen for McDonald to run along that baseline. They got caught setting a illegal pick, so hopefully Coach Al got after him a little bit in the third quarter there and going to pick it up a little bit.
Railers their first possession. Gavin Block down the lane, and Gavin goes down hard, and he's going to be okay as a foul. Another one whistled on SHG, and somebody mentioned earlier about it being physical.
Well, it hasn't been as bad. It's 2 zones. It's hard to do that, but you thought it now they're going to really pick it up at being SHG as they've got a chance to come back. Now the Railers had a chance to really put that nail in the coffin and end this thing. They're in the midway through the third and couldn't get the job done.
Cook down on the baseline. Bowers, nice cut by Hop out in the lane, swinging around quickly. Gavin goes baseline, cut off by Green. flip it outside. Nice job being there for Will Cook. I think that was intended for Aaron Hopp at the free throw line. Got past him, but the Railers will set 38-28. Railers with a 10-point advantage. Ebelair to Hopp, down in the corner to Cook. Wills picked up his dribble. Bounce pass to Bowers. Back out to Gavin.
Yeah, and I think Sacred Heart's going to have to come out to a man.
Bowers jumper from the baseline. That's no good. Rebound down to Gabe Green. O'Connor's met by a double team. Now over to Mandeville. McDonald a three. Off the side of the rim, no good. Aaron Hopp a rebound for the Railers.
Oh, the Railers need a score here, Jeff.
Hopp at the top of the key. Out to Ebelair. Cook at the free throw line, lobs back out to Hopp, back to Will, swing it over to Ebelair. Right now it's Will Cook in the center, he's the outlet. Hopp goes down the lane, finds Bowers who mishandles, gathers, puts it up off the glass.
Yeah, good job. They have Hopp to go to the basket, and Bowers did a good job. You saw McDonald coming across, he let him go by, and then put it up and in.
Tipped away, Ebelair forces the turnover. Railers come down, foul is whistled as Gavin gets fouled coming across the timeline. Foul will be on O'Connor, his third.
16.
So with this Railer offense, and the folks are used to it, Josh, where you know they're out there, they're running clock, they're trying to look for the open shot, but you're much more familiar with it. You can see the difference sometimes where they're just running it and they're running it smooth and they're doing the same thing, but you can tell there's some hesitation in it.
Yeah, there's hesitation right now on what guys are supposed to do and should I take it to the basket or should I not? And, you know, this is a time where you go to the basket and extend this lead out.
Gavin with a strong move down the lane. Contact on the shot. No call. Coming back this way is SHG. O'Connor tries to zip it down low to Bloink. He grabs it, gets it over to Green. Green off the glass, won't go down. Fight for the rebound. Ball still loose. Picked up by Bloink. Bloink goes up, has his shot blocked away by Gavin. SHG still with the basketball. Tipped away. Gavin with the steal. Flipped it back, and it goes to Ebelair and Gavin and Bloink down low, and Hopp with a layup. And I'm not sure how many people saw Hopp with the layup, as a lot of people were paying attention to Gavin and Bloink, who were in the first row down in the bleachers in front of us.
There's a football scrum down here into the bleachers, and but we'll take the 2 points on the other end as Hopp gets a layup. And a foul there by Cook to kind of stop the play as Green was getting ready to drive down the lane, and Cook picked up probably a good foul as it looked like Green was going to try and get to the basket.
So 40-28, Railers are back up by 12, 4:50 to go. SHG had run off 9 in a row. Now the Railers with 4 in a row. McDonald, his three is no good, and there's Bowers with a big rebound.
Yeah, good job by Bowers of boxing out, staying in there, and going up high for the rebound, and Railers have a chance to really open this thing up.
Gavin down the lane. He'll go to the line, shooting 2. Almost feel like that little scrum that Gavin and Bloink had does energize Gavin a little bit.
Wake him up, wake everybody up. We've went on cruise control there in the third quarter and let SHG back into it, so maybe there's a play that happens in the game where it gets our guys going.
Gavin's first free throw up and good. Gavin now with 12. He's in double figures. Will Cook in double figures with 14. Isaiah has 11. Second one, good again.
All right, play some defense here, Railers, and get a rebound and to secure this W.
44-28, Railer lead, back to 16. Green down to the lane, kicks back out to Dustin Moles in the contest for the first time. Little floater up and good for McDonald. He now has 15. He has half their points, and pretty much you knew coming in that was going to be their offense, and I believe you said that he came in averaging right at 15, so he's at his average. Bowers back out to Gavin. Gavin down the lane again, and that's going to be an offensive foul as Bloink stepped in the way, and you just knew that some point tonight after their little scrum, those two were going to get together at some point. Gavin whistled for the offensive foul.
Yeah, Gavin went down, and it looked like he had an opportunity to kick it out to a shooter here on the student section side and chose to to go in on Bloink, and Bloink did a good job of doing what Gavin does a good job of staying there and taking the charge.
Underneath, Andrews misses a shot. Ball tipped out. Will Cook over there to secure it. Now to Ebelair near side. Across the timeline. Over to Hop. Past the halfway point. 3:45 to go in the fourth. Railers on top 44-30. A win here puts them at 21-4 on the season, 11-3 in the conference. And they would go to bed tonight no worse than tied for the lead in the conference with Glenwood.
Yeah, and I'm surprised a little bit that SHG came back in the zone. Now it looks like they're going to go back to man as they've got to extend this pressure.
Thrown away by Cook into the hands of Bloink. Flips it over. Bowers almost tipped it away. They're going to say Isaiah did knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cyclones. And we've seen that a few times tonight where the pass just doesn't have the muster that it needs to, or is it as much the fault of the person making the pass or the person that it's intended for?
I think it's both. It's just been kind of lazy passes, not with a lot of zip on it. As Coach, just going back to the days of practice, you better put some zip on the pass and meet your passes, and the Railers are not doing a good job of it tonight.
Mandeville on the near side, back to O'Connor. Green, Andrews at the free throw line. He turns and looks. He spins in the lane. Still turns, and he's going to get called for steps. He just could not control that pivot foot, and I think he got out of control.
Yeah, just trying to do a little too much, and had a couple of Railers around him, and he was trying to make a play on his own.
Look to go home run. Gavin instead gets it to Hop inbounds. Hop across to Ebelair. Underneath, nice look from Ebelair to Bauer.
Yeah.
Raise it up. And
that's how you break a press, Jeff. I'm not sure the ball touched the ground. And the Railers broke it and found Bowers right around the hoop, and Isaiah did a good job of going up.
Green lefty three, in and out, no good. Andrews got away with a push on Gavin. Mandeville will fire off a three, and that'll go down. Timeout taken by SHG. 46-33, Railers still up by 13. 2:39 left in the contest. Josh, we will take a 30-second timeout and be back. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. We want to thank sponsors of Lincoln Railer Basketball, including H&R Block in Lincoln and Monticello, Jane's Hair Salon, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Dr. Betsy Ulrich at Sugar Creek Orthodontics, and Jason Schmidt at Channel Seeds. Along with Josh Komnick and Lloyd Kirby, Jeff Benjamin with you. 2:39 left. Railers up 13, and you'd like to say it feels okay, but another 2:39 and I'll feel a lot better.
Right, yeah, you're right. And the Railers have the ball now with a 13-point lead, but it's been a shaky half. I thought the first half was pretty well played, but it's been shaky here for the Railers in the second.
Railers now facing the pressure. They get it up easily to Cook. Now to Ebelair, and now it's just a case of handling the basketball, which Ebelair's pass for Will Cook goes right through his hands. Turnover by the Railers, and that's not exactly what I meant by handling the basketball.
No, we had a hand on it, but we didn't secure it.
Andrews down the lane. Strong move with the left hand off the glass is good. 46-35. Gavin over to Hop. 11-point lead for the Railers.
Yeah, you still got to be aggressive going to the hoop, but you should get layups or free throws at this point, Jeff.
Gavin, and a foul is going to be whistled on Green. He thought he had it clean. That'll be foul number 4 on the senior quarterback, and it'll be Gavin going back to the line, and Gavin will be shooting 1 in bonus. 2:05 left, 46-35. Gavin with 13. He is 5 of 6 from the line. Gavin came in a 72% free throw shooter on the season. Gavin's free throw on the way, up and good. Gavin's second one. That one good as well. Gavin with 15 on the night. And the Railers are up 48-35 as we're at the 2-minute mark, and the pass underneath is intercepted by Isaiah Bowers, and boy, his good night just continues as Railers are heading back to the line as a foul is whistled on Mandeville.
Yeah, the freshman stepped up, had a nice first half, and has done a pretty good job here in the second half, but I don't know that coach will be, we got 13 here with a minute 54 left. The Railers up 13. I'm not sure he'll be real happy about this. I think the first half he would probably be pretty happy with for the most part, but I'm not sure the effort was there in the second half.
Gavin gets the first to go down. Second one, and would not crawl over the front of the rim. 49-35. Railer lead is 14, except for one three-pointer. All of Gavin's points here in the second half have come from the free throw line. As Gabe Green hits a long three, he now has 6. And it's 49-38, and we're headed back to the free throw line.
Yeah, and SHG might try to really string this game out. Now they're going to send Ebler to the free throw line, as Ebler's got 2 shots, as that's 10 team fouls. But anytime they score, they're probably going to try and foul. Only down 11 with a minute 40. There's a lot of time left. The Railers don't hit some free throws.
Peyton's first free throw on the way. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Peyton yet to score so far tonight, but again, defense and running the team, he's done exactly what you want him to do. Second one from Ebler. That one is good.
Now the Railers got to get some stops here, Jeff, and it's going to probably be Green or McDonald from the outside, and they're going to throw it up there from 3 and try and see if they can get back in it.
Green fires one up, in and out. Fight for the rebound, Andrews, and he and Gavin battle, and it'll be Gavin, I think, going to the line. So Gavin back to the line.
Gavin block at the line for the Railers with 2 shots.
8 of 10 tonight for Gavin from the free throw line. First free throw rolls out. Still just a 12-point game, minute 29 left. Gavin eyes the second one. That one will go down. 51-38, a 13-point game. That was over and back.
Yeah, it was.
McDonald. And then a foul is going to be whistled on the Railers. That will go against Will Cook, and for Will, that is now his 4th. 5th team foul on the Railers, a minute 20. Starting to think maybe now that SHG is just going to simply run out of time as McDonald fires a long 3 and left it way short. Gavin the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure they'll continue to foul, especially not going to try and foul Gavin, but
Gavin tried to get it to Will, but got it to him a little bit late as Andrew steps in front of the pass. Stolen for the Cyclones. McDonald back out to Green. Green, Mandeville 3. Off no good, long. Ball will go out of bounds, and it'll go to the Railers as Ebler looked to go for the rebound and just decided to ward off anyone to keep anybody from getting to it. 55 seconds to go, Josh. Railers are up 13. Starting to feel a little better about the scoreboard.
But I just not good about what the way the Railers have gotten after it here in the second half. It kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
And they're trying to foul Gavin, and the officials aren't calling anything as Patrick Bell's almost knocked Gavin into the SHG bench. And they finally get the foul called, so it'll be Gavin to the line again.
Gavin block at the line for Lincoln with 2 shots.
Gavin spent quite a bit of time in the second half at the foul line. 48 seconds to go. Gavin free throw is up and good.
Well, Jeff, move on to Tuesday. Of course, it'll be a big game. Lanphier comes to town, and a chance for a little redemption as Lanphier beat us at their place early on in the season, and then a Friday, Saturday double dip, so 3 games next week.
Yep. Tonight starts the first of 6 games in 15 days for the Railers. Green, another long 3. That's no good. Mandeville the rebound over Bowers. Green back to Mandeville. He fires a long 3 and hits. Mandeville with his 4th 3 of the night. He has 12. 53-41, but this one should be in the books as the Railers are up 12 with 18 seconds to go. Hop over to Bowers, and it looks like finally they've decided not to foul. They're going to let the clock run out.
Call off the Dogs.
Win number 21 is about to go in the books officially. Time ticks away. That's our final. Railers get the victory with a final score of 53-41. Railers improved to 21-4 on the season, 11-3 in the conference. SHG falls to 10-12, 5-9 in Central State 8 play. Again, our final score here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium in Lincoln. Lincoln 53, SHG 41. We'll be back with the post-game show in just a few moments. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Try to set up to talk about this one here on a Friday night. Railers with the victory with the final score of Lincoln 53, SHG 41. Railers now 21-4 on the season. Joined now by Coach Neil Alexander. Coach, congratulations on the win. It's win number 21, but we were just talking about it's nice to get the win, but I don't know if, as you and the coaching staff, if the win is as important as maybe the third quarter concern, because Railers up by 19 seemed like things were going well, and then it seemed like SHG had an extra gear that Lincoln just wasn't ready for.
Well, we thought they were just going to quit, and I've stressed over and over and over that those kids aren't going to quit. They're winners, and they're going to fight you to the end. It could be a 50-point game, and you better believe they're going to be banging around. They're going to be executing and doing the things to try to win. And, they're a good basketball team. They're come a long ways, and, that's a team that can be in the thick of a regional down in Springfield when, here in a couple weeks. So, if you catch them on a wrong night and they've got all those shooters sitting out on the floor, it could be a tough night for you.
Well, Coach, in the first half, we started out first 3 or 4 possessions. We're all standing around and shooting a three, and we made a couple, and then we started to really work the ball. We kind of thought it was almost like a normal West game when we were able to get that ball on the short porch and let Isaiah or Hoppy do some work around there, and that's really what built us that lead. And really, the first half was pretty good basketball. Yeah,
I thought we played a great first half, and when I go in and I don't say a whole lot and say great half and things, it's like we lose our.
Yeah, you better not do that anymore.
You play good. You don't want to chew them out, but boy, you got to go in and keep the fire burning. And we kind of backed off of it. We didn't say, we just talked about what we did to continue what we're doing, and we got to be able to handle those things. And what's disappointing about the night was, we had them right at the verge, a 19-point lead, and then we do some things that's silly. We had a lot of turnovers, way too many turnovers for us to advance in the state tournament, and that's one area we got to clear up, because we're pretty much struggling with it.
Well, we were just kind of passive with the ball. Every pass seemed like we were going to get it there, and we threw it like Jeff and I would play catch rather than in a basketball game.
Well, and the fundamental part of it was we had guys that just stood there and waited for it. Nobody would go get the ball or meet their pass. And, you got to go get the ball when you're playing an aggressive team like that. And, that's what I'm disappointed in. We got pretty laid back and didn't finish the job. But, that's a good team. They kept fighting, and, it's a good win for us.
Coach, talk about the play. We've talked about how well he's adapted, just being a freshman, but Isaiah Bowers, I thought, had a really good night, and it started off with the play he made where he got it down on this end and took it right to the senior Gabe Green. There was no hesitation, laid it up and in, and it seemed like that really got him going tonight.
Yeah, he had a great game. We've been trying to play him 4 to 5 quarters a night, and he was only getting about 2.5 to 3 at the varsity. So we were playing him some sophomore first half, and then he'd go in and sit down and get stiff and lose any interest he had at all. So we didn't play him at all, and I thought that helped him out. He come out, he was loose, he was focused and ready to play and do the things he had to do. So. We're really happy with his effort tonight.
Yeah, Coach, a tough week next week, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Lanphier comes to town. We've got a little payback for them, and then a tough weekend as the Railers have 3 games, and be nice to really separate yourself. Not sure what Chatham Glenwood did tonight, but what's that?
They're in overtime, I believe.
Okay, overtime. So, but back to our schedule next week. It'll be a tough one, and we played on one game a week this week, and we were pretty lackluster in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. It'll be really tough next week.
Yeah, and Tuesday night will be a big one for us because they're going to press, they're going to run, and we're going to have to play focused and be able to execute. And we've got to do a better job of execution. And I think the kids know, they know what's at stake Tuesday, and we need to really separate ourselves from Lanphier. I think they're 2 games back, and really they're still in it. We've got a lot of ball to play and everything. So. We've just got to stay focused, and I mean, it's amazing that we're down to 2 weeks in the season.
Now, we were just talking, 2 weeks from tonight is senior night against Glenwood, and we all know the importance that game could have, but that's too far down the road to worry about at that point. Josh talked about it being a busy week next week with the 3 games, and then maybe as important next week, the Railers find out what their path to possibly returning to Peoria could be, because by this time next week we'll know what the seeds and the pairings will be for the tournament.
Yeah, we got one more game, and if we could possibly, play well enough to beat Lanphier, I would think that we would be in a position to get the number 1 seed. We've got 4 losses. I think MacArthur's got, 8? Mm-hmm. We beat them on their home floor. They beat us on our home floor. So, but I think that kind of just levels the playing field, and then people will have to look at, we won 2 tournaments, and, that'll be important. Really, we won 3 tournaments, I guess. A couple of them by default.
Yeah, I'll take it, though. It looks good on the resume.
You betcha.
All right, Coach, well, congratulations on the win here tonight. And, with tomorrow being Valentine's Day, usually we find a way to be in action, but it's a weekend, it's a Valentine's Day. Are you going to do anything special, or are you going to go watch basketball?
Go watch basketball. I think I'm going to drive down to Carbondale and watch Southern play Edwardsville or Evansville.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, and we'll see you back here Tuesday night. Isn't it nice to always say back here at Roy S. Anderson? It was a good crowd tonight.
It was a good crowd. We got
to give them a little more to get fired up about, though. We need to hear those guys. And our guys didn't give much in the second half to cheer about.
They put them to sleep.
Yeah.
And we played lackadaisical, but we hit some shots when we needed to. Gavin hit free throws, and I would like to say I know my guy that runs the message board. I hope he's doing well. Tom, I don't know if you're listening or whatever, but get well, buddy.
All right. Coach, congratulations, and we'll see you back here Tuesday night.
Okay.
Railers with the win. We'll be back to wrap things up in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Lincoln Railer Basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Reps Gym, AAA Windows, Siding and Doors, The Carpet House, Town and Country Bank, Lincoln IGA, Fifth Street Food Mart, Future Stars and Impact Studio Cheerleading and Tumbling, Lincoln Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Printers, Jason Schmidt at Channel Seeds, TCC Verizon Wireless, Timbercrest Veterinary Services, Blades Hair and Nail Salon LLC, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Brow Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Lincoln College, Big R, Stacy Family Pharmacy, Plute Heating and Cooling, St. Clair's Manor, BB Milling Company, Eaton Corporation, Citizens for Wanda Lee Ross for Ward 3 Alderman for the City of Lincoln, H&R Block in Lincoln and Monticello, Jane's Hair Salon, Brainerd Landings Apartments, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, Headline Salon LLC, Family Custom Cleaners, Laundry, Tanning and U-Haul, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, and by Dr. Betsy Ulrich, Sugar Creek Orthodontics.